doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling. It's Labor Day. It's Labor Day, man.
It's Labor Day.
You know how many people called me and they said, I forgot it was Labor Day today, I can't pull up?
Yeah, holidays don't feel like the holidays no more for real.
It doesn't, right?
With the time move, especially when you got kids.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No doubt about it. Introduce yourself to everybody real quick, bro.
What's up, though? It's Big Eeff, man. You know, for those that don't know me, you know what I'm saying? King Holmes, y'all know what it is.
You're from Detroit?
Yes, sir.
Talk about day one in Detroit for you.
Day one in Detroit?
Yeah, talking about baby Eeff.
Man, it was a classic. Like old times, like, you feel me? You know, learned a lot, did a lot. It was a classic.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What led you to the point that you started making music?
The neighborhood, and really my sister. My sister used to be rapping. You feel me? She 4 years older than me. And she went to school, dropped they had her do a poem one day, like, but it was like poetry rap, you feel me? And she did good, you know what I mean? She used to be like, you know, I'd go up there with her, we'd be freestyling over beats and shit, you feel me? Like, and shit, I just got good with it, you feel me? Just got to go on. So I always tell, they be like, your sister? I'd be like, my sister, she got me to rapping, you feel
What
me?
year was it that you got into your first studio?
My first studio, real studio, probably was like 14 to 15. So that's what, like, you know, probably about 14, 15, some years ago, you feel me? About 2000, you feel me? Want some shit like that.
2001?
Yeah.
God damn, there's no way.
No way what?
Because you don't look like you look like you're in early 30s type shit.
I am early 30s, man.
So that doesn't even make any sense, man.
A lot of shit don't make sense.
All right, so 2001, you get in the studio. This is roughly like Rock Bottom, Street Lords, still taking over,
I
right?
come up in all that era. Hell yeah.
You know, are you connecting with those guys at that time? Or are you connecting with Rock Bottom and Street Lords at that time?
I grew up off that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I grew up off all Detroit music.
Did you get to work with them at that time, though? Like when you were in the studios?
No, I wasn't taking rap serious, like for real. I was young as hell, you feel me? So it was just like going in, motherfuckers from the hood might take me, my brother might take me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, dog, cold. Like, we gotta take him to the booth, take that young nigga to the booth. But I wasn't really like out here like that, you feel me, on that. Nigga, I was battle rapping in school and shit, like, you feel me? So it was like, word was getting out, but I wasn't taking it serious. I was young as dog shit.
What do you mean you weren't taking it seriously at that age? If everybody's like pushing you and telling you got it, like what made you not take it serious?
Because I was so young, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, like, you feel me? I wasn't thinking, like, you know, business aspects of it, like, you feel me? I just knew it was something I liked to do. So it's like, you know, a couple older motherfuckers took me to the booth from the hood, though, do a song or two. That's that. Like, you feel me? Like, little shit, it wasn't like nothing like, you know, major at that time.
So we have like a lot of artists that come on and talk about that, how they're super talented. Like I listen to your music, you're talented as hell.
Right.
There's people who like are just naturally gifted with music, but they're not, it wasn't their main motivation. It's more so that people told them to do it and they're just like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So what is it, the factor behind that, where it's not really something that's all your decision, it's more so other people telling you to do it?
It's main motivation now, but I think most of the times, you know, people be in their head, like, it might be financial space or, you know, haters or, you know, they just thinking too much, you know, letting the other side get to them versus, you know, they talent and God, you feel me? Like, you got it, work, you know what I mean? So people just be off in their head with too much shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nigga might fall off and be like, man, fuck this rap shit. Or, you know, this shit happens. I done felt like that before, you know what I mean? But, you know, you got to keep going. Consistency outweigh everything, you feel me? So niggas got to keep working.
During that time, everybody always talks about that camp, those camps, the Street Lord and Rock Bottom camp, but obviously D12 was taking over at that time,
right.
And Eminem and everything like that.
Yeah,
what are the sounds of the streets in Detroit at that time from your remembrance?
You said the songs?
No, the sounds. Like, what sounds are you really hearing from the underground and even from the mainstream at that time?
Back then?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody back then was really talking, like really rapping. You feel me? Like, was really rapping, you know, no disrespect to what's going on now, you feel me, because, you know, music is music, but back then, you had to be talking about something, you feel me, excuse me, you had to be, like, kind of lyrical, like, you know what I mean, like, catchy shit, you could drop something catchy, and you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying, you got motherfuckers that's really lyrical and really talking about what they talking about. It's kind of a mix-up then, but back then, I don't think it was too much of the, you know what I mean, of the you know, the gimmick shit, and you know, niggas was talking, niggas was busting, niggas was rhyming, delivering. You feel me? Like the voice, you understood words, everything was kind of, you know.
Yeah, and when we talk about your music, you can see that that being relevant, right? Like you kind of bring in that vibe where it's like still about lyricism and still about hip hop and the artistry of it, right?
Right.
Do you look at what's happening now with the mainstream to be more of like a profit-oriented concept and less about the music, or how do you look at it now?
Right now, in this time, I think it's really cold because, like, you got a guy like me, shit, I'm going to give you some lyric shit and I'm going to mix it in, like, with what's going on, you know, in our city. You feel me? Like, I mix everything again. It's just the way I deliver it. And then when you might throw a motherfucker on a song that's just catchy with a motherfucker that's lyrical, you know what I mean? So it's all type of mixes now. And you got some people that, you know, that shit work.
Yeah,
and they
that's
put it
true.
together and it sound good. You feel
Like
me?
you worked with Young Fam, right?
Yeah, Young Fan, that's my brother.
I think that's a good example of it, right?
Right.
When you're able to, somebody's able to make it catchy and vibey and everything, but then somebody keeps it street like that.
Right.
I feel like if Detroit, like artists, mainstream artists, did that more with the underground,
Right.
it would really, really be great collaborations happening. You know?
Swear to God, hell yeah.
You're cool, my boy Dogface, man. How do you know Dogface?
Dogface, man, Dogface, an ignorant motherfucker. Dogface was like my manager, feel me, for when I come home for a short period of time. But we got a lot done though, you feel me? We got a lot done. And a couple people I knew Dogface that I was in the joint with, and they was in the joint with him too. And everybody like, you know, then my brother had put it together, you feel me, for Dogface to do like the manager role. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a knowing, you know, I fuck with hell of a, and it just worked out at the time, and we just, you know, put it together and did what we did.
Are you comfortable talking about that time away that you had to take?
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about what was the reason behind it in the first place. Why'd you get locked up in the first place?
I did 2 separate bits. I did a 6-year bit when I was younger. That was armed robbery, felon in possession,
Jeez.
assault with intent to rob. Then I got out, and about 5-6 years later, it was a pistol, felon in possession with firearm, felony firearm 2, which is if you lose trial on your second one, it's a mandatory. You feel me? So they'll plea you out like, listen, we'll drop this felony firearm 2. If you plead out to the felon in possession, we'll rock you out with like a 3 to 10 or something, or 2 to. But, you know, I had a hung jury the first time, so I went to trial. Second time I lost. It was a mandatory 5, and they put another year on top of it with the felon in possession.
Damn.
So that was in like, what, 2016, and I got out in 2022.
When was the first time that you went away? What year was that?
I was 04.
04. So that's the length of crimes that happened at that time are fucking kind of sound wild, son. Like the armed robbery and everything like that. Like, so
Yeah.
it just sounds like wild, out of control. Like
Right.
behavior. But you didn't plead guilty, obviously, right?
No, I went to trial on that one too. I had a shark, Danny Reed, man. Shout out to Danny Reed, good lawyer. Anybody need a lawyer, holler at Danny Reed. And he worked for me, and then like one person didn't come at the end, and the judge was like, you feel me? I ain't gonna fry you. You know, I'm gonna give you he gave me 2 for the gun, 3 to 15 for the robbery. But I got a flop, got an extra year. And cause I didn't have my class done. Yeah.
Nick, are you good? You fix this mic. And at that time, when they're accusing you of these crimes, is any of that like true or anything like that? Did you actually partake in what the hell they were saying, or was it all fabricated?
No, it was fabricated lies.
Damn, son. So they just put you in the joint for no reason. That's crazy.
Yeah, they was lies.
Damn.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, so being at that young of an age and the first time that you're inside, well, where were you sentenced to?
Where I go, that time I went to Newberry, across the Mackinac, Earth, Chippewa, across the Mackinac. Then I came back to IMAX and went home from Jackson, Parnell. Like,
So you were maximum security?
yeah, I went to Oaks. Hell yeah, I was on lay down, bad sig, all type of shit.
How were you able to figure out how to maneuver while you were inside at such a young age?
I mean, you know, shit, when you young and you know, you kind of wild, you just, you know, you got a chip on your shoulder, you know, so you just got to rock out. But I was getting schooled from day one.
Really?
I was by some good niggas, you feel me? And a few of them still in there.
Damn.
Swear to God, a few of them still in there. And they was giving me the game plus what I already had from the hood. You know what I mean? What I had already had from the hood. So it was like, you know, shit.
When you're doing music at that time as well, is it the free you? Is it free Eeff at that time and all that stuff's going on? Or like is it different at that time when it comes to people really anticipating your release and your artistry at the same time?
No, it was always free me from the little ones and from the block. You know, Lil Bro and them was rapping while I was gone. They was getting into it, and they was free Eeff on a few songs, you feel me? So, you know, it was always that.
Who did you get to work with after getting out the first time? What was your experience with music? Did you take a break from it, or did you continue pushing music when you got out the first time?
No, see, when I got out the first time is when I really like started taking it serious. I recorded a album called Harder to D, Volume 1. That's a hood classic. Then I recorded one with my brother, Weezy, Nothing to Fear. We recorded a compilation. I did a song with Helliver, we ain't never put out though, called All In. That was a while ago.
How did you meet Alva?
Getting the beat, and then like, you know, mutual parties. And he had the studio, I think it was in Southwest. It was green, you had to go through the back up the stairs and shit. And I got a beat from him, dog ass beat. Plus, you know, he was hearing shit around that time. And I'm like, get on this bitch, you feel me? Like, want me to get on this? Yeah, get on that motherfucker. You feel me? He shredded that shit, but I went back for a violation after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? 30 days here, 6 months, little, you know what I mean? So it was always little crinks in the road, bro.
Have you and Alva discussed dropping the song? Or like just for old time's sake or whatever?
No, I know bro will do it though if I ask.
I wonder how is he gonna still have that bitch though? That bitch is long gone.
That song? Somebody got it in the hood or somebody got it for sure. We was talking on that bitch too. That's when I'm like, damn, this nigga could rap. It was a wild, you feel me? And I'm knowing May West and shit, you know, shit back then. I'm hearing shit. But I'm thinking he just focusing on beats at this time. When he got on that bitch, wow, this nigga went crazy on this bitch for real.
How'd you feel when you heard First Day Out drop, knowing that he was the one who produced it?
Shit, you know, it wasn't no shocker, dog. He talented.
No.
He talented. He produced a lot of shit. But that was a class. I was locked up in that drop. You feel me? And it kind of figured like, you know, hell yeah, that bitch was hidden.
Yeah. The second time that you unfortunately have to go away, what's your music career like at that point? Like, is things going to a point where you think everything's gonna go great, and then the gun charge comes?
Yeah, because we was working still. I was dropping videos. This when Super Ray was doing videos. You feel me? I got a few from him. Got a few little projects out. I had like a whole nother album ready to drop in. You feel me? So when I'm telling my lady, like, look, when I beat this case, because I was just going back and forth to court so much, bro, like, around that time for different cases. So I'm like, when I beat this case, we're going to drop this, you feel me? And it was guilty, you hear me?
Damn. Did you, at that time, feel like a label could have signed you and helped you, or somebody could have signed you and helped you? Or did you feel like it was just, you had the money and everything to do it, it was just you couldn't stay out?
No, I wasn't working hard enough, you feel me? I was just trying to just keep the name going, dog, rap. I wasn't working hard enough to feel like that at that time. You feel me? Just being honest. Like, I had a little shit out, but we wasn't there doing it like how we doing it now, like Distro Kids and, you know, like BMIs and label. We wasn't doing that shit. Like, ain't nobody know nothing about that. We just dropping shit. And the best thing we did was put some shit in press play. Me and Weezy, me and Bro shit. But we was doing shows. You know, we was doing a lot of shows. Like, that was different. That was a lot of different, like, a lot of shows in the whole, we'd be 50, 60 deep everywhere, Majestic, whatever we do. So it could have been seen like, okay, dog and them cold, like that way, but as far as pressing, like how I'm doing now, no, I wasn't doing it like that. I was getting to that point though.
Yeah, because right now you're very active.
Yeah,
I mean, you're moving around. You're doing talks. I know you just did a Talk Before magazine, and it's important to keep yourself relevant in these times. It's not kind of like back in the day where you just drop the music and maybe do a few live shows. Now you have to like stay constant on social media. Unfortunately, right?
I did that one with Forum a while ago, but it's just a lot of shout out to them. They 100 over there too. It's just a lot of shit I do now, like. Whatever I could do, I'm doing it. You feel me? Like,
are you comfortable with social media? Like, since you're coming from the era of time where it's like, you know, you just keep your face mysterious and you keep the music out when it drops, but now it's like you have to stay in the faces of everybody at all times. Like, are you down with that, or is that not something you're like?
I'm straight. I mean, it's the way of life now. You know, you gotta rock. That's how people promote their brands. That's how a lot of people get money. You know what I mean? Do social media. So shit, if it's gonna help me get some money, hell yeah, I'm comfortable with it. Shit, I know my shit strictly be music. Like a lot of that other shit, you know what I mean? I ain't, you feel me? Strictly be music, little shit I might record in the hood, you know, free to bro post, all that type of shit, but we don't do too much. I don't do too much on my page. You feel me?
How'd the Young Fam collaboration end up happening?
That's my brother, man. I've been knowing Young Fam shit forever. That's bro. We from the same hood. So when I was locked up, bro was going crazy. Now, Bone wasn't even rapping when I left. You feel me? Like, not to us. He probably was doing little shit in his head or to himself, but like my first 2 years on that last bit, they like, man, Bone talking crazy. Damn, bro rapping, they like, hell yeah. They like, bro talking crazy too, so shit. When I came home and I heard it, I'm like, hell yeah, bro is talking crazy. And shit, I told bro, like, let's go, you know?
The JPay system inside allows people to hear music from the outside,
Right.
Inside from the outside. How did you utilize that when you were away?
I was listening to what a lot of my people might be like, go get that song, or go get that song, and I go get it. And so it helped you, like, you know, see the shit that you missed or the shit you not up on. Like, you might hear them talking about that shit or styles and shit, you know what I mean? So that's a blessing for the joint, JPay.
Well, when did you come home? When was the most recent?
January 2022.
Okay, so when you came back, what new things were like totally outside of your understanding as far as the music and entertainment is concerned?
Totally outside of my understanding. Besides a bunch of red ass niggas rapping and just still rapping and being cool, probably a little bit more dancing. Probably I'd say, like, you know, and females was more explicit with how they rap, like, you know, they talking more crazy, like, you know, females always talk crazy, but now it's just like, nigga, you know what it is, you hear me, like, they won't even say nothing to you, play the song for your ass, that's them talking to you, you hear me?
Man.
You trust me.
And then you meet them and they're like the nicest, sweetest girls ever.
Right,
Like,
not
what
even
happened?
cut like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, my manager told me to make the song like that.
A pair of lips will tell you anything, you hear me?
Well, yeah, you know what's happening a lot is that like these managers, quote unquote, they like find a girl that they think is fine and they just go, I can make you a star.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden these women think like, oh, you're going to make me famous? And then the guy literally just coordinates her entire career for her, not realizing like the people listening know what's happening and they don't like it. They're like, that's not a real rapper. That's just a girl that's rapping.
But
you know
now though, like, it be like about the song you make.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if it catch, it catch.
If it catches, it
You
catches.
feel me? So it's like, shit, after that catch, at this point, she a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you hear me?
Yeah. But what's the difference between that and like an industry plan? Because that's kind of what an industry plan is. It's like somebody that they just take that has a model face and has the aura and the energy, but they don't really have the talent really behind it. It's somebody else is making the talent look like what it is.
I mean, this shit is the entertainment, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's entertainment.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. If 5 different positions gonna make it work for us all to be rich, then make it work. You dress her, you write the raps, you rub her feet, goddamn it, you do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, make it done, because we all getting paid, ain't we? So it's entertainment. That's what you gotta understand now.
Do you still have management?
No, we doing it ourselves. Me, my lady, my bro.
What made you stop needing the resource of management?
I mean, I'm still into it. We're going to get back into it eventually, but shit, right now, the way everything going due to social media, a lot of people I know, a lot of people we know, you know, everything need to be done, we can do ourselves. You feel me, as of right now. You know what I mean? We're gonna do ourselves like we do, like we did this ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever little stuff I want to get on, or, you know, eventually. You know, I'm 2 albums in right now, so it's gonna come where I'm back with management. You feel me?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you have somebody to bounce back with and helps you organize, it's not management, but it's like somebody you can like communicate with about the shit, right?
Right. Ain't no doubt.
You know, talk a little bit about what you hope to accomplish with the Detroit scene versus the mainstream. How far do you want to take the music?
Man, I just want to get this shit heard. You know, I just hope everybody hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? And touch the trenches, man. Touch some people that feel this shit. You know, get out here, get seen. You know, get a little more following. You know what I'm saying? let people know, get in
What
tune
you
with.
at right now? You're only you're on Instagram. You're like, let me see. You're like 5,000, I think, something like that.
All right, so yeah, some shit like that.
5,992.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's not bad at all.
I had like 1,100 when I came home. So we working. You hear me?
Yeah, I think it's time to get that kind of old school feel back, but modernized. I feel like Skilla Baby's kind of doing that a lot too. I feel like they're really bringing back like hip hop, but like just turning it up somehow.
Right, ain't no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I always know, like I might do a song, and I might send one to my big bro. You feel me? Who probably older than me, and then I might send the same song to lil bro, who much younger than me. You feel me?
That's brilliant.
And they both be like, "Oh, this bitch cold." You feel me? But they not gonna lie. Neither one of them gonna lie to me. Like lil bro would be like, "That ain't it, big bro. Like it's good. Everything you do gonna be nice, but that ain't it." And big bro would too. So when I get both opinions, like, "Oh, that's that." I'm touching both sides. I'm cool with it.
Wow.
You feel me? That's how I know how to turn it on. Like,
See, a lot of people would be afraid to do that because they don't want to hear negative criticism, especially from the younger generation. If I'm sending that to my younger cousin and then my older cousin or whatever the situation is, most people don't want to hear shit. Like, I want to just hear you say it's fire. But because you're taking constructive criticism back, it's like that's how you develop as an artist.
That's
right?
how I do it, bro. I don't want nobody around me just saying yes. Oh, that's good. No, hell no. Tell me. Like Bone, Young Fam tell me a lot, like you could do something like this, city, or that's how we talk to each other. Like with that shit, we don't just be, you feel me, yes man and everything. Oh, that's just cold, just cause you my brother. We know the talent there, so everything ain't nothing gonna be trash, for real, you feel me? But we want damn near everything to be like, all right, yeah, that's that, you feel me?
Were they involved in the process for Heart on My Sleeve as well, like to help you figure out what songs to orchestrate?
No, my bro did all, yeah, they was involved, cause I send them boys everything. I send the fellas, I'm about to stop doing it until they mad at me. I send the fellas everything, you feel me? Because I need that opinion, you know what I mean? Like, it's some songs that left out, A Heart on My Sleeve, you feel me? But that's how I go, just like.
When you developed the tape, talk about what your mindset was in the studio and what you kind of wanted the audience to grasp from it.
I had noticed, like, I went to the studio probably 2-3 times, and I noticed, like, majority of the songs I was doing was like some deep shit, you feel me, like slow beats, ride, me talking crazy, dark beats, and I mixed it up, you feel me, but at the time, and then I noticed that all of them was like real, like, you feel me, it wasn't too much like, it's a few fun records on there, but majority of that, all like, from the intro to Dough Free is all like 100, you know what I'm saying, like some deep type shit, so it was like, Heart on My Sleeve, and then I dropped that Say My Goodbyes, a couple songs at the same time, but just.
Yeah, talk about the Say My Goodbyes track. What's if you're getting into like the deeper realm of the music and more serious realms of it, where does that come from, and how many people resonated with that? Did people talk to you about that?
That Say My Goodbyes?
Yeah,
they love that one.
But where does it come from you? Because it doesn't even seem like you bring that type of aura. You know what I mean? To get people into deep thought like that.
It was the beat, and then the way I started it off. I know they frowns really smile, but I frown smile back. That's just their way of saying they happy when I'm down bad. It just kept going, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I do it, just kept going, and that's what the beat brought out, bro. And, that's what it was. You feel me? Like, can't take them all with me, so I say my goodbyes. Like, how people, motherfucker might go in on your funeral, get a shirt from you, get a post from you, you know what I mean, when you're dead. But when you're here, you know what I mean, you the fakest, hoest nigga around. You hear me? You know how this shit goes, so it be like, you gonna love me now, you gonna wait till I die, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Type shit, say my goodbyes.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that you see a lot of artists only succeed after they pass away or after they get locked up. It's like, then everybody goes to check out their music. Who are your influences growing up musically?
Pac, I fucked with Beans, I fucked with Siegel a lot. We used to listen to 50. 50 used to go crazy. Locks, Detroit, we listened to Wine, Hurt. We grew up on a lot of shit, you feel me? So.
What do you think the most underappreciated artist is right now in Detroit?
Unappreciated artist?
Yeah.
Me. No bullshit. Underappreciated artist in Detroit.
Yeah.
Man, Detroit rocking. feel me? Spot on everybody who rocking, man. So I can't who unappreciated shit. I don't know. They appreciating everybody right now, man. Who you think?
Underappreciated? Damn, that's a good one. I would say GT and Cash Kid Mark a little bit underappreciated. I feel like the guys who like kind of paved their own lane and like kept Detroit sound a little bit, but just created their own path are underappreciated because it's like they're still dominating the scene.
Yeah, both them boys be going, so it's like they still working, still dropping shit. So
that's true.
How they unappreciated? They still in the loop, still going crazy. You know what I mean? Going crazy.
Well, sometimes I guess you shouldn't base it off those rosters that they drop or like those top.
I mean, because it's about what you like.
That's true. But
at the end of the day,
they're huge though, bro. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, it's about what you like. So of course, if you like them two more than two people on there, hell yeah, you gonna feel like, you know what I mean? You gonna feel like that. But you know what I'm saying? I think them boys get the, they talk about them boys. Shit ain't like they just like, ain't saying or ain't doing shit, or, you know what I mean? So.
Is there anything when you look at the Detroit music scene that you do see that you would adjust if you kind of had the control over things for a minute?
Something that I adjust if I had it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no rat ass niggas be rapping. You hear me? No rats, man. Hush your rat ass mouth, man. You feel me? You told on somebody you ain't rapping, man. We blocking that shit. You hear me? Yeah,
it's still a thing, right? It's still a thing. I think, obviously your boy Dogface talks about that a lot. Yeah, he has the and files.
Silly motherfucker.
But, I mean, it makes a point. It's almost like if it's the thing that's a zero tolerance, action that you take, how do you still have a career?
That's how this shit go now. This world fucked up now. That's how this shit go. That's why I make sure I stand out when I say, hush your rat ass mouth. You hear me? I make sure for the family of us that still ain't with that shit, bitch, you gonna know, bitch, we ain't with you. You hear me? Hush your rat ass mouth.
Is that something that's directed towards you as far as somebody doing it towards you, or you're just saying you're seeing it?
No, it's in general because you got street niggas that, be out here, telling but still in the streets. So it'd be like, damn, bro, like, why you want to just take people down, my nigga? Like, you feel me? Like, why? Why you want to just take people down? Like, you still living, it's just in general, bro, how this shit go. So that's horrible to me. You know what I mean? That's horrible. Like, stand on what you stand on. If you did something, you did it. If you bold, you bold. You caught, my nigga. You hear me? It's just that simple.
How many rappers do you think are in that light of being successful rappers that have snitched?
I don't know, bro. Ain't no telling. This shit come out every day. Shit, you never know. Shit, tapes and niggas and all type of shit, statements. I don't know, bro.
When you're paying attention to the landscape of how music is developing, and even from the mainstream to the underground, what adjustments are you making for yourself? What has been the hardest parts and the biggest hurdles of progressing your career, and what has been the easier parts for you?
You gotta understand that a lot of these rap niggas is rap niggas, man. So you feel me? Like, you gotta get your mind frame in the mind that, it's business. Everybody ain't gonna play shit how you gonna play it. If you keeping this shit solid 24/7, everybody, the rest of these niggas, a lot of these niggas ain't cut like that. You gonna run into some solid ones. But you know what I mean? You can't let that shit get you fucked up, threw you off your shit. You gotta work. And some of the easy points is just, just dropping. You just staying consistent. That's getting easy for me. Just dropping. I got my mind right on just going. Like, you feel me? So, as you keep doing something for so long, you're gonna get. I'm already cold. So now I'm just on a different level. I'm just blocking shit out and just work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I like that point you made too about it's the rap game is the rap game, and there's nothing really to complain about. Even if there is something to complain about, It's not worth complaining about it because it is the rap game at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna be crying about everything, or you gonna get to work? Shit. At the end of the day, I like doing this shit. I do this shit for me and my people. So you feel me? It's a goal. Like, I know every day I'm getting up with something to do. Like, you got some niggas wake up, don't know what the fuck they about to do. What they plan gonna be. They just out this bitch. You feel me? I'm waking up, doing something still, chasing a dream still that could possibly, put us in a good position.
What are some collaborations or people you have worked with that you feel like are monument points in your career?
Shout out to my nigga Pringle, man. Pringle from Inkster. 423 Pringle, man. Gutter Boy. Dog Solid, that's my baby. We was in the joint together. I just got on his EP, his album 2 Minute Drill. Soul Boy the Plug. I got to do something with Carla Ray. You know Carla Ray?
Yeah, of course.
She's solid. That's my dog. That's a home girl. Like,
How do you know Quay?
when I first came home, I was on the Detroit Dreams soundtrack, and I was going on the road with bro when he put the movie out and doing shows, and we was out of town together.
Talking about Nuke?
No, my man Captain Skin. That's my bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Nuke too though. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but Carla, 100, like, you know what I'm saying? She's solid. She send me shit. I send her shit. She, bro, how this shit sounds. That shit cold. All this shit, you feel me? And I fuck with Dre Butters and she fuck with Butters. So, you know what I mean? Them people probably like, I could call, you know, I could call. Like, other than that, I ain't got no rap friends for real. You know?
Yeah. What is a rap friend anyway?
I mean, shit, you know how this shit go.
It's just crazy.
That's what I said. You hear me?
This shit is crazy for sure.
No doubt.
Entertainment's different in hip hop than it is in any other form of entertainment. The comedians are more so friends with each other. Artists are more so collaborative with each other, but rap is like it's a divide thing. It's like, I gotta be that guy. That's just what it is.
You gotta be that guy, or you gotta be a dick sucker, however they view it, you know, but like I say, everybody I just named, shit, Pringle, Carla, Soul Boy, you know, like, there's a couple motherfuckers hell of it, like, you know, beat makers, engineers, Knoxville, motherfuckers, man, you know.
When you talk about, you know, your own career and how it's developing, it seems like you're going as a more strategic and responsible approach to it. Do you feel like there's no way you can let your personal life interfere with your music again, since it has in the past?
No, I know how to move. Now I move different, man. I don't be off into certain shit for real. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused. I'm locked in. This what it is. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to balance both of me, your personal life. You know, anything can happen in any day, but you know, you just gotta know how to, you know, maneuver through that shit and keep that shit going. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you can't say like. You could get in. We working up here right now. God forbid it could be a emergency or something. You know, like to the point where you might have to pause this motherfucking interview. Like, what you gonna do? Like, keep it going? Hell no. So, personal shit, business shit, anytime could, you know, collab. You just gotta have your mind strong enough to keep this shit going.
What do you feel like is your most underappreciated song from your audience?
Do it. Do it, classic. You feel me? That's it. I knew that off the top. That's how I feel, cause that bitch.
Talk about that song.
That bitch ignorant. Like it's different from me, but you know it ain't too much cussing, ain't too much like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my point across. The beat so smooth when I'm talking ignorant. It's catchy, like, you feel me? So people tapping in with it late, but you know, I just felt like, you know, that's the one. And I feel like me sending it to a lot of my people, bro, just when I first did it, made everybody like used to it. And they probably planned it and sending it. That's why I be like, I ain't sending everything. I'm gonna send something. I still want my people surprised and shocked too. You feel me? Like, but they be like, nigga, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know how you rocking with this shit, but
yeah.
You
had an in the field performance that did pretty damn well. What was it like doing it in the field?
In the field was cold. I liked it that. Shout out to Tuck, man. Them boys are solid over there.
Yeah.
I liked it, the in the field experience. That was good.
How was it seeing the reaction from people, because they got a lot of engagement?
That was cold. That was cold. I liked it that I liked it, the reaction. I think it did well. I was straight with that. You feel me? I respect it. I liked it. I love it. I love it actually. You feel me? That type of shit keep me going. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's motivation. So.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a lot of pressure to do those in the fields, but like if you do it, if you kill it, it's like a big deal.
I mean, ain't no pressure. You just gotta know what type of shit you got. You feel me? Like, it might be pressure. You about to get up there and drop some garbage. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be some pressure probably, because the response you're gonna get if they keeping it real with you. But if you know you dropping classics, shit, ain't no pressure.
Man, are you one of those guys that goes to Foot Locker and has 3 different colors of those same Jordans? Like red, and you got blue, and you got green and shit like that?
No, hell no.
So, all right, because I was about to say, bro, because that's matching the shirt, obviously. You got the Red Wings on.
Right.
You actually a Red Wings fan?
Anything Detroit, I'm rocking with it. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
But do you know what's going on with the Red Wings?
Not right now.
Did you ever know?
Yeah, there's a couple Stanley Cups.
You feel me?
Yeah, you feel me? I know what's going on.
Who's your favorite player in the history of the Red Wings?
Zerlander.
Zerlander.
Yeah.
Zerlander?
That's my favorite player. That's already the only ones I know. Heard of, you hear me? Ain't that a hockey player?
Zerlander?
Yes, you do, man.
Your
You
favorite-
watch hockey.
You're telling
Is
me
that a player?
Zerlander?
Is it a player?
Red Wings? I don't fucking know. You might know.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well, you gotta think of.
It was on the Tigers. You might be thinking.
Hell no, that's Verlander. He was a pitcher, wasn't he? Or,
Yeah, he's
yeah, no, that's two different people. Maybe I'm talking about the wrong nigga. I don't know. You hear me?
Damn. All right.
Who your favorite player?
From the Detroit Red Wings?
Yeah.
Pavel Datsyuk, Henrik Zetterberg.
That's who I think I was talking about.
Zetterberg.
That's it, bro. That's what I was trying to say, man.
Zetterberg, Pavel Datsyuk still considered the greatest puck handler to ever play the game of hockey. And then Zetterberg was our center, which he was one of the best passing and forechecking forwards that's ever played the game as well. And then obviously we've had a Red Wing player on here before. We had Darren McCarty on here, so he was our enforcer when we won the Stanley Cup. He also scored like 4 goals and won in overtime to help us win the Stanley Cup. Incredible players.
Oh, that's cool.
What about Pistons? You watch the Pistons?
Of course. I'm into basketball and football.
Who's your favorite Pistons player?
Of all time,
Yeah.
probably Ben Wallace.
Damn. Do you think that Ben should have got the MVP over Chauncey?
Yeah. The defense, man, they couldn't do that. Ben was a dog. You know, their whole squad was cold back then, though. Tell you something, they all played their role, Rip. Everybody played their part, but Ben was different. You know what I'm saying? Ben was different. So, yeah, that's my favorite Piston player of all time, Ben.
Do you think if you had to remove either Ben or Chauncey, that we wouldn't have won the chip?
Yes. No, they wouldn't have won.
Who do you think was more valuable, Chauncey or Ben, in winning the chip?
I mean, Chauncey, defense, bro, like Ben, he locking shit down, man, the rebounds, and you feel me, the way just his aura, his presence, like, Chauncey was cold, but you probably could have went got a decent point guard too, like Mr. Big Shot was cold, he played his position, but nigga wasn't finding no another Ben, man. You feel me, not at that time. Wasn't finding no another Ben. They fucked over Shaq, it was a Karl Malone, all that stacked up legacy. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, Kobe's response to I think their first game losing to them was he was like, "Damn, Pistons, interesting." It's almost like he didn't know shit about them until he came into the arena.
Yeah, he knew then, though. You know?
But Ben Wallace was insane.
Yeah, Ben was like,
You remember when they traded Chauncey for Allen Iverson?
yeah, that was crazy.
That was the dumbest shit ever. Shout out to Allen Iverson.
Chauncey had came from, was it from Denver? Then he had come from Denver?
I think
Because
that.
he was over there with Melo, and then he came to the Pistons.
Well, yeah, he came back. Unfortunately,
Right, yeah.
They traded his
yeah.
ass to Denver, and then he came back.
Yeah, that was wild.
What about the Lions? How do you feel about the Lions right now?
The Lions going crazy.
Uh,
Going crazy, man.
preseason just finished, right?
Yeah, I think the first game on the 9th.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, like you said, you have a whole different mindset about what you're about to be doing with music and how to construct it and keep it moving forward. You have a team, even though it's people that's not officially part of a team, but when you're sending stuff to people and they're reviewing it and helping it, and then you have your girl that's helping you manage things, that's a team technically, right?
Yeah, my bro. Yeah, her and my bro.
Yeah. So, where do you hope to be next year as far as your music career is? Do you feel like you're gonna do a skyrocket effect, or you feel like
if Lord willing, man, it do a skyrocket effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working towards that, but next year just hope to be in a better position than I was this year. You hear me? That's all you can hope for real.
Is there anything we
One
want to
day
talk
at a
about
time.
before we sign off?
For real, man. Detroit, keep going. I love the city. King House, hush your rat ass mouth, please. And tune in, man. Heart on my sleeve, EP. But I owe this to my fans out. So if you ain't on that, go get that. Big Eeff, man, you ain't gonna be disappointed. Both of them, no skips. You feel me? No skips, man. Shout out to everybody fuck with me, man. Free Tizzle, free D Money, free Froski, man.
I want to talk about that no skips idea before we sign out. So when you're talking about no skips, obviously it means every single song slaps on the track, right?
Every single song.
Have you ever? And obviously the eras of music are different. Before we had a CD and we were forced to almost listen to every single song. Yeah, you could hit the skip, but for real, you were not going to do it when you first listened on a CD to somebody in like 2000, 2010s.
Right.
When you're listening to these Apple Music drops of current artists, are you skipping songs?
No, I ain't gonna skip. I ain't gonna lie to you because if I'm just cutting it on, I want to see what it's talking about. So how I'm gonna skip a song? I might skip the coldest song. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
the newest tape that you listen to?
The newest tape I probably listen to. What newest tape? Let me see what we got on in that motherfucker right now. I gotta think, bro, because I listen to a lot of old shit. The newest tape that I probably just rolled straight all the way through. Probably Pringle shit for real. But you know that, you know.
Did you listen to Eminem's new tape?
I ain't get to it yet. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
I used to listen to M back in the day too. My sister used to come home from work with the CDs. We'd sit in the basement and let that bitch ride. But you know, I gotta get to it. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
You listen to it?
Nah, I'm gonna wait a couple years. Give it some time.
Couple years.
Yeah, because I feel like every time Eminem drops, it's like everybody always has something to say, and I don't want to hear anybody's like feedback. I want to just kind of let all that die down and then just like listen to the tape when everybody forgot about it. Be like, all right, is this actually cold or not?
So you gonna wait 2 years?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait 2 years. Everybody keeps trying to show it to me and have me listen to it. I'm like, yo, I'm not listening to Eminem's tape
I don't believe
for
it.
2 years. Yeah, I haven't even listened to one song, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let all the noise die down so I can actually get a fair assessment of the tape, because I feel like one day in the future people are gonna like really listen back to his music and be like, damn, we were tripping. This dude was on fire and we didn't even realize it. I'm doing the same thing with Martin Scorsese. I'm waiting. I know he dropped that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Flower Moon. I'm not watching that, and I'm not watching Wolf of Wall Street until like 15 years from now.
Fuck on, man. 15 years.
15 years, man. Think about it. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Menace to Society.
Damn.
But you want to know my number 2 movie?
What?
John Q.
Damn, Denzel.
Yeah, so you know, I'll be telling you, this shit like.
Damn, that's crazy.
Ain't it?
That's two different whole everythings.
Exactly.
Why would Menace to Society be your favorite movie of all time, though?
It's just a classic.
It's a classic for sure, but it's like the replay value on that's hard because of how extreme it is.
I feel like they should redo it.
No way.
Yeah.
You feel like they should redo Menace to Society?
Make it seem like Kane had a baby and the mama moved to Detroit and you got this baby Kane up here, you feel me? And they go from there. We got this shit marked, so if it happened, they got it from us.
Listen, if they're going to make a Menace to Society, part 2,
Right.
what could it possibly be about?
I just told you.
But like, so what? He has a son, and then what?
And then he come up in Detroit and go from there. You never know. He might be a successful rapper. You hear me?
That's the worst idea ever, man.
Worse.
Hey, wait, so has there ever been a hood movie made in Detroit?
Come on, man. You know it had.
Which one?
Shit. You name it. You know it had.
I know Buffed Up, but I'm talking about like like a mainstream based in Detroit hood movie. Because Boys in the Hood was L.A. Menace to Society was L.A. too, wasn't it?
Do you consider Four Brothers was like a hood movie?
That was filmed in Toronto though, but it's basically
Hell no.
But did they
they was in the D on that movie.
no. It was they
said it was
Detroit neighborhoods in Toronto.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
so I never knew that. You knew that?
No, I did not know
I
Four
looked it up
Brothers.
a while ago. I was curious.
So just
yeah,
for
so
everybody to
shit.
know, Four Brothers was actually filmed in Toronto. But they
Allegedly, man.
reconstructed the neighborhood to look like
Better say
Detroit.
allegedly they gonna tie your ass up.
Allegedly. That's kind of wild. Why not just bring the money here? Anyway, man, this was a great talk, man. Hope to see you that. I know people's presence, and when I feel your presence, I feel like you're a person that's gonna go really far with this shit. I feel like you're gonna actually make something happen with this shit. And I feel like the song that you mentioned earlier is something I'm actually gonna go listen to, because I always enjoy when people say, you know, there's a song that nobody knows or didn't really listen to?
I mean, they know it. It's just the one I felt like the response. I felt like that was gonna be one of the ones.
Yeah.
You know, it's cold. They know it's cold, but you know, I just
To get to that 100,000 to 500,000 views type shit.
Yeah, we working on it. You hear me?
So, we're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Level Visuals and Shootings Productions. We're out. Peace.